Hi guys, welcome to this session in SharePoint version control. In this module, I want to talk about how you can activate versions and manage versions in your document libraries. So on the screen, I have a column listing the version of these documents. So basically at the moment, 7.1 is the latest version of this document Align. To see all the versions, if I click on these ellipses, you can go in there and see all the versions. So if I go to version history, you'll get a list of all the versions of that document coming up. There we go. So this is 0.1. So this is an unpublished version, whereas all these ones like 70605 or 55 is a unpublished version as well. But any solid number like 76 is a published version. And some of these have got never expired, and others have got a date that they expire on. Now they're all to do with what's set up in version settings, which I'll have a look at in a minute. If I come out of this version, so what I need to do on this one is to make it a solid 7, well it'll probably be an 8, well it will be an 8, is go in there, come down to the bottom where it's got more, and then republish that version. So it goes from being a minor version to a major version, and there you see it's now changed over to an 8. And I've also got check out, check in column. What I want to do is just check this file out so you can see how that works. If I go to the ellipses again, down to more, you've got check out. Now you'll get a little symbol saying that it's checked out there. Now what we've got to bear in mind is if you check a document out, you have to physically check it back in. Otherwise, you're basically locking off that version. Now to check it back in, you click on these ellipses again, go down to more and check in. And then you've got the option of doing a comment and also leaving it like that or ticking this. I'm going to type good in there, check in, and then I'll publish that one. So I could have published it through there. So republish, and then that'll become 9. There you go. So that's basically how the versions work. How have I got this on here, and how have I added these? So what I'm going to do is create a new document library. So we've got documents here. And what I'm going to do there is just create a new one. So a new document library. So I need to go to home. Once I'm on home, you can see the documents there that I've got. But I'm going to create a new one. So when you click on new on this level, you've got document library. I'm just going to call this one Steve so you can see how it works. Blank Steve. Now there are settings you can set for these document libraries, but I don't really want to get into that on this session. So I'll create that, and then I want to, you can see you've got things here. I want to create a new view and modify that view. So in where it's got all documents, in there you've got create new view. You don't have to create a new view. I'll call this my versions. So I could do this on the actual current view, but here we go. Create. There you go. I've created that. So it says my versions, and then in there you can edit the current version like so, which will give you the option to add a few extra columns. So these are the columns there. So you've got the check in comment box and check out. So that will give you that option. And then down the bottom of this list, you've got versions, and you can give the position that you want that to be in. So I want the versions to be at the front. So basically number 1, the first position. Come down to the bottom of this list and save those changes by clicking OK. So clicked OK, and then you've got the columns in there. You can just move these across. There's your versions. Don't need it that big. like that. Now I just need to upload a couple of files. Upload file, same one as before, Align 2024, open that. So that'll upload, and it's got version 1. Now if I go in there to edit that, so I'll just make this a different color or something. Make this a different color. So I've made that red. Close this down. If I go onto the ellipses and into version history, you see that the version history is listed there. Never expires because it's on the default settings in version settings, which I'll change in a minute. Let's just go off that. That's just updated to version 2. So if I click on the cog at the top, I can go into library settings and then more library settings, and then you've got over on the left there, you've got versioning settings. So this is what is set by default. So if you look down the side, that's what's happening at the moment. So if you tick this option, for example, you will then get 1.1, 1.2, etc. Coming down here, the reason that it's coming up with never expired is because of that. But if I go on to automatic or manual and then put a number of days in there, like 30, that will come up with expires after 30 days. Keep the following number of versions. You don't want too many. 500 is quite a lot, but you want to maybe restrict that because it's basically a copy of every document that you create, potentially 500 documents if you leave that on there. Now, who should see draft? So this case will be these ones, 1.1, 1.2. You can restrict who can see that. So at the moment it's on any user. I will leave it on that, but you could knock this off. And then, do you want this to be checked in or out? If you put that to yes, people will physically have to do it. I'm going to leave it on no because you can still do it. If I click OK to that, when you click OK to that, there's a link back to your library, but you can just click it here. It's clickable where it says Steve, and that'll take me back to that view. So now what I need to do is come back to all documents. I need to get myself into the one that I did, my versions. So it'll show me the version. Now what should happen if I go into this document again and change something else? So I'll just highlight something else, make that bigger or something. So changing something else in this document like that. So I've changed that font, so it's a change. I'll come out of this, close it down, and then just refresh this for a second. So that should come up with a different version number. There it is. It's now saying 2.1. Now if I open another document, upload another document, files, case, that's going to come up with version 1 straight off because it's not been used. So that's going to come up with version 0.01 because it's not been published. But if I go to the ellipses and go down to more, you've got an option of publish there, look. So I'll publish that. Don't need to do a comment. Publish. And then that becomes version 1. Now this one is 2.1 because this also hasn't been published. If I go into the ellipses there, go down to more and publish that one. Publish. That's now version 3. But if I go into version history on this one, version history, open it up. What we should have here is this expiry date, because I changed that after the first one so it never expires. Now this one is expiring after 29 days because that's what I ticked. Come out of that one. Let's have a look at the version history for this one. So nothing's been done to this really, it's just been published. It's on never expires. Now if you want to check a document out, and then you've got these two boxes here that you can fill in or you can see. If I go into more, you've got check out as an option, and then you get a symbol there saying it's checked out and who's got it checked out. Who's got it checked out appears in the column that you've added, and then if you want to check that back in, remember the settings, I didn't tick the box which made you do that, so you can just check this back in, check in, and then you can do a comment, all good. You don't have to do a comment, and you can tick that to publish it straight away, or you can leave it on that and then publish it yourself afterwards. But I'll go for publish and then check in. So that's now checked in, and the comment is in there, so you can see it like that. So that's all I want to talk about on this little session: how you can use version control, how you can change the settings, and how you can check in and out a document. So thanks for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.